everybody, I hope you're doing really well. Welcome to Lumies Tarot, and a big warm welcome to you. If you are new here, welcome to the family. My name is Claire and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading for you today, and we are looking at who is spying on you on social media. So, you know, this may be your crush that is checking you out, or it may be that creepy guy who works 3 cubicles down from you. Who knows? But we're going to take a look today and find out who has been checking you out on social media. Remember, it's just a general reading for the collective, so if you find that it doesn't resonate, then just feel peaceful and find the message that does resonate with you today. Now, we have 4 groups for you today, and all the timestamps for these 4 groups are linked in the description box below this video. I will insert an overhead shot for you so that you can see the groups more clearly. I ask that you choose from your intuition to guide you in this pick a card reading today. So just take a deep breath, drop down into your body, feel peaceful within yourself, and choose from your intuition, that quiet inner voice that we all have, to guide you as to which of the 4 groups will resonate with you today. I will just let you know while you do that, that my book Attract Soulmate Love is now available through my website. Please check that out and see if it resonates with you. So it's all for coming into alignment with soulmate love. So perhaps you've already met your soulmate, but you're not quite on the same page and you need to come into energetic alignment with each other, or you're looking to magnetically draw that special person, your beloved, into your life. So either way, whatever situation you're in, there's great advice in there for you. So please check that out if you feel called to. But I'm really looking forward to doing your reading for you today. I think this is going to be a really fun one, because often we do quite heavy, intense readings on the channel, so this is a little bit more light-hearted in comparison to some of the others. But yes, I will see you in a moment. Welcome to everybody who picked group number 1. Let's take a look and see who is spying on you on social media today. I'll take a look at the energies in these cards. Remember, this may be somebody that you know, it may be someone from your past, or it may be somebody who isn't on your radar, you're not really aware of, but you will be made aware of them in the fullness of time, okay? So let's take a look at these cards and see what we have. So we've got 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, King of Wands, Hierophant, 10 of Swords in reverse, Sea Serpent, the Animal Spirit card, the card Sex, Kiss, Hug, and the card True Love from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. All my decks are linked in the description box if you see one that you like the look of. People often ask me. So I think it's interesting that we've got this 10 of Swords in the reverse. So I see that this person who is spying on you on social media is getting over some sort of loss. So this may be a breakup that they're dealing with. It may be the loss of a job for some of them, to something that has hurt them quite deeply emotionally, you know, that has brought them a little bit low. They're just healing from some sort of difficulty in their life, some sort of challenge. Maybe they failed an exam. Maybe it could be the case that they're going through a breakup, or they may be experiencing grief. So this may be the case, you know, that they are dealing with grief at this time, and this is the process, the emotional process that they're working through. But something has brought them quite low in the past, in the recent past, and it's something that they are healing from now. So this is the person who is checking you out on social media as well. So with this Hierophant energy, so we've got Leo's energy represented strongly here in this reading, and Taurus energy as well, Sun, Moon or Rising. They are the predominant energies here, but may not be a factor. With this Hierophant energy, this is somebody who maybe their religion is quite important to them. Maybe they're a religious person, or they come from a very religious family. There's something about them which is quite traditional. Maybe they've got traditional values. They like the idea of being married, you know, of having a settled sort of job. So this is indicated here. It may be somebody that you were once engaged to, or even married to as well. So that is indicated. But they may have... This person is checking you out. They may have a role, a career, which involves giving advice to people, such as a counselor or a psychotherapist, or it may just be that they're sort of higher up, they've got a higher up position in their company where people come to them for advice, or just their role, their job, their career indicates that they may be giving advice to other people, you know, some sort of service industry where people are coming to them for information and they're able to help them out with that. This person definitely likes rules as well, so you know, if there's a sign that says keep out or keep off the grass, they're definitely doing that. You know, they always like to keep to the speed limit, this sort of thing, so they're definitely a stickler for the rules, this person that you're dealing with. Now it's quite interesting with this King of Wands and the beautiful Six of Wands here as well. You know, this does indicate that they're overcoming these challenges that they've been through. So they're on this journey where they're sort of healing from this loss, healing from this grief, healing from this difficulty, and, you know, moving into something where they feel much better. So this person, I sense, is quite successful. They're very good at making money, I sense. They're very confident. I feel like they have like a wide circle of friends is what I'm hearing. They have like a lot of good people around them. They're quite magnetic. People like to be around them. You know, they feel quite good to be around. They're very positive. They're definitely lots of fun. They like to make jokes. They really like to socialize. People really enjoy being in their company. They get a lot of value from being with other people. It's something that they really enjoy. They really enjoy just parties and hanging out and barbecues and stuff like this. People really look up to them. Again, this is indicated, you know, with the Hierophant here, you know, that they are in this position where people can look up to them, maybe because they're more senior in their company, or just because, you know, people respect them. This is what I'm hearing. People definitely respect them because they are very authentic. You know, they just live their life how they want to live it. And it makes them very authentic, and that makes them very magnetic to other people. But I see them being very successful or working towards success in their career. But definitely, they may be entrepreneurial is what I'm hearing as well. So they may make their money in a way that, you know, comes from their ideas. They're definitely the sort of, they're not a lazy person. This is somebody, this person who's spying on you on social media likes to make things happen. So they don't leave things for ages and ages. They don't put things off. They're really just like, let's just make shiz happen. Let's get stuff done. You know, if they want things to happen, they want it done right now. They don't leave it. They don't think, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. They just get on with things. Very driven is what I'm hearing. So they'll get up in the morning and they'll just do what they need to do, instead of having a lie-in or something like this. They've got a lot of physical energy. When I see these cards together, they've got a lot of physical energy, and this may be channeled into sports or jogging, or just they've got so much physical energy that they just have to let it out through dancing or through sport or fitness or going to the gym. They just have to power through with all of this. I'm sensing that they may have quite a strong personality as well. You know, they like what they like the rules, and they have this sort of strong personality. They're definitely different to other people. They sort of stand out from the crowd in this way. Now look at this. We have the sea serpent. Now this is a spirit animal from the animal spirit deck from the Wild Unknown. Look at this. It looks like an eye. It looks like an eye that's looking at you. So they are definitely spying on you. This person has been checking you out on social media. They are always keeping an eye on you, seeing what it is that you're up to, seeing what it is that you're doing, seeing, you know, you hanging out with your friends or going to these places. So yeah, they are checking you out. This is them keeping an eye on you. What I'm sensing is that they're checking in on you regularly. This isn't something that they're doing right now. This is something they want to check in with you maybe every day or every couple of days. But they may not be commenting or liking stuff, but they are definitely looking at you. So it's interesting. So I see that here. Again, this indicates that they are creative persons. They may not be they may be traditionally creative, like music or painting, but you know, I sense that they could just be a creative problem solver. Maybe they look at life from a slightly different angle, which, you know, brings some solutions to their problems, or brings the solutions to other people's problems when other people come to them for help and advice. So They've definitely got quite a wide view of life. They're not sort of narrow focus. This indicates that they've got a strong sexual attraction for you here with the Sea Serpent card. They've got a strong desire for you. There's so much passion here with Six of Wands, with the King of Wands. This is a lot of passion here. So they've got a lot of lust for you, this person who is checking you out on social media. So somebody fancies you, somebody has got their eye on you in that way. And this indicates that they really just want to wrap themselves around you. They just want to be involved in your energy, be in your space. So that is definitely represented here as well, that they just want to wrap themselves around you. But yeah, strong sexual attraction here, lots of lust, lots of passion. They've got passion for life, but yeah, they've got passion for you as well. So they're keeping an eye on you because they really see you in that way. So, and again, we have this card, sex, kiss, hug. You know, this ties in very well with what we were talking about with the Sea Serpent, you see, of them wanting to be physical with you, wanting to touch you, wanting to reach out, wanting to be in your space. This may indicate that it's somebody that you've already been with in that way, that you've already been intimate with, or perhaps it's somebody that you've dated and you've already, you know, kissed them a little bit, or, you know, got into their personal space and they want a bit more of it. They want a bit more of you. So that is indicated here as well. And also, but what's really nice is that we have the card True Love. So they do have passionate, real feelings for you, which I think is really beautiful. This is somebody who has got those feelings in their heart space, who has feelings for you, who does love you. So it's this nice balance, which I like to see, of the lust and the passion and sort of that sexual attraction that they have for you, but also feelings, you know, true feelings, respect and love that they have on the other side. And those two combined are a really nice combination, I think. So yes, very interesting. Oh, also, gosh, we have this Seven of Pentacles energy as well. So this is someone who's patient. This is someone who's patient. They are waiting for you. They are waiting to be able to get into your space, to put their arms around you, and they are patiently waiting. So maybe somebody that has clocked you quite a while ago, and you have been on their radar for quite a while, and they are just working their way into your life. Maybe it's someone who's your friend and they haven't told you that they have these feelings for you, but they're hoping, waiting and hoping, patiently waiting and hoping that you will take them out of the friend zone and put them into that, you know, that special category, and you know, bring them in closer to them. But it may be that they're waiting for you to come back. If this is somebody that is resonating, that is somebody that you're on a break with, and this loss that they've been experiencing is the loss of you in their life, then this indicates that they're patiently waiting for something. And it may be that they're patiently waiting for you to notice them. It may be that they're patiently waiting for you to come back into their life, or it may be that they're patiently waiting for you to recognize that they are attracted to you, and to think of them in that way, in that romantic way, rather than just as a friend, because they have this strong desire for you, you see. But yes, they are patiently waiting for you to notice them, because they have definitely noticed you, and that is why they are checking you out on social media. All right, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. Do let me know in the comments how that resonated and what is going on with you in your lives. I love to hear what is going on with everybody in their lives. I try and get to as many of my comments as I possibly can. I hope you're having an amazing day. Have an amazing week. If you feel called to, please check out my collection of guided meditations and affirmations, which are available through my website. People have been writing to me and emailing me, letting me know about the positive changes that have been taking place in their lives and how it's helping them to get ahead with their love lives, and also in their financial situations as well, which is really lovely to hear. It's really worth doing that work and taking that time for yourself to help you manifest the life of your dreams. But yes, only if it resonates with you, of course. But have an amazing week. You're always in my thoughts. I'm sending you lots of love, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye-bye. Welcome to everybody who picked group number 2. This is your reading. So we're going to be taking a look and seeing who is spying on you on social media today. Now remember, this may be someone from your past, maybe someone that you know now, or it could be somebody who you're on their radar, but perhaps you haven't noticed them yet, but you will be made aware of who this person is in the fullness of time. So let's take a look, see what we've got here for you. So we've got Page of Cups, Queen of Swords. The Moon, Pisces energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising, represented here. Three of Cups in reverse. The Sun, Leo's energy, represented Sun, Moon, Rising. Fox, the animal spirit card Fox from the Wild Unknown animal spirit deck. I love working with that deck. We have the card Flood, express the ocean of your emotions, and the card Truth with these beautiful birds on it from the Gaia. Oh no, it's the Wild Offering Oracle deck, excuse me, which one of my favorite decks. All my decks are linked in the description box if you're interested in any of them. People always ask me, and I'm always like, they're in the description box. So let's take a look. It's so interesting what I'm seeing here because we have the card Sun and Moon. Look at this. So, you know, we're dealing with the duality here. What I'm sensing is somebody who is quite a complex character. You know, they've got quite a complex personality. It may be that you're dealing with somebody who seems happy on the outside and is generally happy, but is prone to depression and having low moods from time to time when things get too much for them and they have to sort of deal with things. It may be that you met this person in the summertime or in a hot climate, and this is where you know them from. This is when you first met them. I'm also getting the sense that you may know them from school or that you were childhood sweethearts, because we have this little child riding on the back of this horse, and it's just something that I was drawn to. So it may be somebody that you knew from a long, long time ago. I'm also sensing with these cards together that this is, you know, this Moon card indicates that they dream about you, but next to this Sun card, this Sun energy, this indicates daydreams. So they go off in a little reverie in their mind about you, having little daydreams about you two being together, which I think is really cute. They've also got a lot of fear here with this Moon energy. Maybe they're afraid of being rejected by you. This is definitely something that I'm picking up on. Now, your person that you're dealing with is somebody who prefers, with this Three of Cups in the reverse, somebody who is probably more of an introvert than an extrovert, is what I'm sensing. Or that definitely, even if they are able to sort of extrovert and be out in society, they do get replenished in their own company. So they like that little time driving their car on their own for an hour, or, you know, just driving around, or they like to just read a book for half an hour on their own, and they get replenished from that, from being within themselves. So this is something that I'm sensing about this person who is spying on you on social media, which is quite interesting. Now, with this card Flood and Page of Cups, this does indicate that they have strong feelings for you. They do think of you in this romantic sense, this person who is checking you out on social media. So they've got a lot of emotion for you. They feel it in the heart space and they feel love. Now, I'm sensing with this Page of Cups that this is somebody who really likes to flirt with you. So it may be somebody that you've already flirted with already. It may be somebody who flirts with you but you don't flirt with them. So perhaps you're not quite on the same page in that respect. There's definitely somebody who makes you laugh. I think maybe they like to send funny memes or little online jokes, or maybe, you know, when they meet you, they make you laugh a little bit. They make you smile, definitely. I can feel this sort of light-hearted, playful energy about them, and they can make, I sense that they might have quite a dry sense of humour, but they like to make people laugh, and they really like to make you laugh in particular. If they can get you to smile or get you to laugh, it warms their heart, is what I'm hearing. I can feel it all over. It feels like tingles. It's so nice. It's really lovely. But I'm sensing that you can't take them seriously. There's something about them where you can't take them seriously, or that you don't think of them in that way. Maybe you know that they fancy you, but you don't think of them in that way. You know that they've got a crush on you, but they're in the friend zone as far as you're concerned. This is what I'm sensing from this. But they are somebody who doesn't just want anybody. They want somebody with who they feel really comfortable with. They're not interested in just getting together with anybody. They want somebody who they feel really comfortable with, who they can really resonate with. And they're quite particular that, you know, not everybody floats their boat. They're looking for something deeper other than just looks or just sexual attraction. They've got this thing where they want that soul connection. They want that deep resonance that they have with somebody. That's important to them. They may not articulate it like that, but this is what I'm sensing. This is what they're looking for. I'm sensing also that they're not very experienced in relationships. maybe that they haven't had a lot of successful relationships, or that they've only had, maybe done dating or had flings or had quite things that were quite short-lived. They haven't had any sort of, in their history, in their dating history, they haven't had anything really long-term, you know, which was 2 years or 3 years or 5 years or whatever it may be. That isn't represented here. So I'm sensing that they don't have a lot of experience in relationships, and maybe they still have some of those relationships. They may be still quite idealistic about relationships, and they've still got a lot of relationship skills that they need to learn in their life. But they do have these beautiful feelings for you, which I think is really nice. With this Queen of Swords energy, this indicates that, you know, like we were saying, you may be a little bit dismissive of them because you can't take them seriously. So that may be the issue here. It may be somebody who is in your life where you just don't think of them that way. And they want you to think of them in that way, in that romantic way, and you just don't. So maybe you're a little bit dismissive of them. It could be somebody, this is indicated here, that it's somebody that you've cut them off completely. It could be somebody that you are in no contact with or no communication with. That is also indicated here. I'm sensing that maybe your person who is spying on you on social media works in communication in some way. Communication is very important to them. Maybe they are a writer, a journalist, a speaker, but their career is definitely something to do with logic, using their logic, or learning. This is the thing that's most strongly indicated. But they are a good communicator. I sense that they are quite direct in their speech. I think it's something that they've learned from their family, to talk in this way. They don't beat around the bush with things. Maybe sometimes that comes off as being a little bit insensitive or a little bit crass, but it isn't. They don't mean it. There's absolutely no malice in them whatsoever. It's just, they just don't have the skills like that because they're so direct in what they say. They just get to the point, is what I'm hearing. And yet with you, because they have all these beautiful feelings for you that we can see with this Page of Cups, you know, they have these romantic feelings for you, but they're keeping the truth of this situation, especially because we have the moon as well, hidden. So it hasn't, this is unspoken between you both. This is unspoken. Their feelings for you are unspoken because they have this fear of rejection. Maybe they're frightened of ruining the friendship. Maybe they're frightened that it's going to make things awkward if you're at school together or if you work together. They're worried about making things awkward between you both by speaking it out loud. And so they're holding back a little bit. There's definitely an energy of holding back here, not coming forward with their truth, not speaking their truth to you, because of this fear of rejection, or just fear of how it's going to be, that it might spoil things or ruin things or not be reciprocated. So this person who's spying on you on social media, they're checking you out from the sidelines, you know, they're watching you, they're looking at you, and I sense that they're in your life, but they haven't, maybe you've got no idea that this is how they feel. Or maybe it's just somebody that doesn't float your boat, who you absolutely wouldn't even consider in that way. But they haven't spoken about their feelings. They definitely have these feelings, but they're keeping them hidden and they're not being spoken. So the truth of their feelings, the truth of what is in their heart, I can feel this kind of contraction in my heart space that hasn't come out. It's been unspoken. Maybe you're both feeling it and it's unspoken between you both, which is interesting. And then we have this fox energy. So this indicates that the person that you're dealing with is very smart. They may be very academic, you know, very good at school studies, an A-grade student, or just, you know, they find academic things quite rewarding and quite easy for them, very intelligent. They may be a teacher. This is indicated here. You know, we were talking about them possibly being involved in learning in some way and communication. So they may be a teacher or want to be a teacher. This does indicate with this fox energy that they're really successful in business as well. But the fox has this mystique, you see, which is super interesting, which is what we were talking about right at the beginning of this reading. This mystique of this duality, this complex character that we were talking about. Very interesting. So I'm sensing that your person is a little bit unsure of who they are, and they're still learning about who they are. So some people it doesn't occur to them to be anything other than completely authentic. Maybe they come from a family where it's completely okay to express themselves exactly as they are, but this person is a little bit unsure still of who they are, and they're still learning about themselves. They're still unfolding in their personality and as to what it is that they like and don't like, and what resonates with them, and what makes them feel good, and who makes them feel good, and what it is that they want to do with their life. So this represents the complexity that we've been talking about here. So yes, it's very interesting. They're a very interesting person who is checking you out on social media. This person is definitely a healthy person. They are emotionally available and they are open to a long-term relationship. I see that with this fox energy here. And, you know, this is reflected again, like we were talking about earlier, with the Page of Cups energy, when I was picking up that it's somebody who wants somebody who they deeply resonate with. And I just saw 11:11 on the clock, which is amazing. So yeah, they want someone who they deeply resonate with, and they want a committed relationship. So they're not interested in flings, they're not interested in just looks. This is definitely somebody who has depth of character and, you know, wants the whole package, and somebody who can appreciate what it is that they have to offer. This is more important to them than just having a bit of arm candy or a hookup or a fling. This is someone who's got character and wants something real. That's what I'm sensing. And maybe you're that person, maybe you're not. But that is who is checking you out on social media right now. Do connect with me in the comments. Let me know how it resonates with you. Super interesting, very interesting person. I love to hear what's going on in your lives. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful guided meditations and affirmations on my website. They're linked down below. People have been emailing me, letting me know of the positive changes that have occurred in their lives as a result of, you know, taking that time out for themselves to manifest their dreams and to create transformation for themselves by reprogramming the subconscious mind in this way. Really powerful stuff, and people have been getting really good results in their financial situations and also in their love lives. So yes, if that resonates with you, do check that out. Otherwise, I am sending you all a big hug, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. So take care now. Bye-bye. Welcome to your reading, everybody who picked group number 3. So I'm going to take a look at the energies in these cards and see who is spying on you on social media right now. Now remember, this could be somebody that you know, it could be somebody from your past, or it may be somebody where you are on their radar, but they are not on your radar. So perhaps, you know, they've noticed you, but you haven't noticed them, and you will sort of become aware of who this person is in the fullness of time. So just be open to that. But yeah, let's take a look at these cards for you. So we've got 10 of Wands, the 6 of Swords in reverse, Temperance in reverse, 7 of Cups, 2 of Cups, the Animal Spirit card, Gazelle from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, the card Bridge, and this card Work. All my cards are linked in the description box. I often see this in the comments, oh, what card is this and what which is that deck, but they're all in the description box if there is something that you want to get hold of. With this card Work, I do see that there's someone who is spying on you on social media. It's someone that you've worked with. Maybe you work with them now, maybe you've worked with them in the past, or you've been introduced through work, through a work situation, or from somebody that you're very close with or work very closely with at work, and you were introduced through a work pattern. That's the most likely way that you know this person is, and that's what's being indicated in this reading here. Sagittarius energy is represented here, along with Leo and Cancer energy, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus signs at this time. Now we've got to talk about this because we've got the 2 of Cups represented here. We've got this 2 of Cups energy. So this can be, this indicates that it's a soulmate that you're dealing with. I've got to say, this is quite a specific message that I'm getting for everybody in group number 3. So, you know, this is just a message for whoever I'm connecting with at this time. You know, whoever needs this message is for you today. So this is a soulmate connection, this person who's spying on you on social media. It is your divine counterpart. You know, this is often the twin flame card. This does indicate that this person who is spying on you on social media is somebody who loves you very deeply, though, who is part of your soul's growth, part of your soul's path in this life. Like you are destined to meet them, destined to be part of each other's lives. Doesn't mean that you'll be together forever or even in a relationship, but it does mean that you are designed to cross paths with one another for a specific reason, in order to instigate a lesson, learn something from each other about yourself or about love or about life. So, you know, I do believe that you and this person who's spying on you have agreed to meet in this lifetime to teach each other certain lessons in the 3D world. So that's what we're seeing here. So, you know, this is a mirroring energy. I often talk about this on the channel with this Two of Cups energy, that it's a mirroring energy whereby we mirror each other's good things and each other's shadow selves as well, which can be triggering. So a significant person for you in your life who is looking at you on social media right now, or, you know, they may be waiting in the wings, waiting to come into your life. It's interesting because we have this Seven of Cups energy, and this indicates that the person that you are, who is spying on you, who's checking you out, they don't really know what they want, or it may be the case that they don't know who they want. I'm sensing that they're being easily distracted, or that they're distracting themselves from other things because there's something that's weighing them down. There's something that's on their mind, and they're distracting themselves with this. Instead of facing the problems, facing the issues that they've got in their lives, they are distracting themselves with other things, maybe with other people, maybe with flirtations, maybe with Netflix, maybe with parties and drinking, or gaming, whatever it is. There's something about not having you in their lives, this person who is checking you out on social media, which is weighing very heavily on them, which is weighing them down, and so they are finding solace in distractions. I'm sensing that this person who is checking you out can't really see things through. It's like they start things and then stop. So maybe they're really, really passionate about something, and then, you know, it's their goal to turn up to the gym every other day, or to do this or to do that, but they can't see it through. Some things stick, but a lot of things that they try, oh, this is my new best friend, oh no, I'm into something else now, or oh, I'm going to embrace this new hobby, or I want to work in this place, or I want to do this career. So, you know, they're a little bit all over the place still at the moment, is what I'm sensing in their personality. But this is weighing, this behavior, this way of dealing with life is beginning to weigh them down, and it means that they're not achieving their full potential, is what I'm hearing, because they can't be committed to any one thing or any one person, because there's always something else which is catching their eye. There's always something else which is like that they can be interested in. And it keeps them on the surface of things rather than delving deep into deeper connections. So that's what I'm seeing here. I sense with this card Bridge that there is a physical distance, perhaps. There's some sort of distance. So it may be a physical distance between you both that you are experiencing. It could be that this person who is checking you out on social media, there may be an emotional distance between you both. It's like you're not on the same page with one another, or you're not understanding each other in some way. Perhaps somebody in this connection doesn't recognize the significance of this connection, you know. So if you are feeling the energy and they're maybe not feeling the energy, or vice versa, this may be the problem, that you're not understanding each other, you're not on the same page, because there's definitely an issue here which I'm picking up that needs to be resolved in order for you to move forward with positivity into your greater good. So there's some sort of issue between you both which is unresolved, which needs resolving. So what I'm hearing is that you need to bridge that gap between you both, whatever it is that you're not understanding about one another, or understanding about this connection. This is what I'm picking up on at this time. Also, it's interesting, the Temperance in reverse, and then we've got the Six of Swords. Let's talk about this, because this indicates somebody who is very much acting out of ego. You know, we have our ego down here, and then we have the higher self. And so often, I know this is true for me, and maybe for many other people. We act out of our ego and not from the higher self. So this person who is checking you out on social media, who is still sort of spying on you and, you know, is interested in what you're doing and what you're up to, is somebody who is not connecting in with their higher self, and they're not learning the spiritual lessons which are available to them in their life, which will help them out with some of these problems that they are experiencing. I think maybe they're not used to looking at things in a spiritual way. Maybe they're only connected to the 3D world and they don't look at things in a particularly spiritual light. They don't reflect on things and think, well, why am I behaving like that? Or why has this situation worked out like this? Or what is really going on here? Or what is being triggered within me? This is also a card of being triggered as well. I'm just hearing this. Spirit is really saying, you know, this is a card of being triggered. They may be triggered quite often by things. It may be that they feel not very grounded, not very centered, not very sure of themselves. They may act confident. They may, you know, love life and have a lot going on for themselves. But their true self, their authentic self, is a little bit frightened. We often see this with Seven of Cups energy when people can't settle to anything or settle down in a particular relationship. It's often due to fear and being triggered in that way. So this is also someone who's not moving on with the Six of Swords energy. So it may be somebody that you've already been in this is what I'm picking up really strongly. This may not be the case for everybody, but I do sense that this is somebody who's already been in your life. Maybe you've already been in a relationship with them, or maybe you've decided that, you know, you've got close enough to decide that you don't want to be in a relationship with them, or you don't want them in your life, but they're unable to move on from something. Could be that they're dealing with a relationship from the past that is carrying, like, casts a very long shadow into their life, and this is why they're so all over the place at this time. But whatever it is, there's something in their life which they're not moving on from, you know, and it's causing them, you know, when I see these cards together, it's causing them a lot of fear, a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety. It's weighing them down and holding them back. I'm sensing for some of them, just these triggers and fears is what's holding them back from moving on. But also this inability for them to learn their spiritual lessons, to connect with their spiritual selves and to reflect and to look within is what is holding them back. This is definitely what I'm hearing over and over again, is that there's something in their behavior which is holding them back from achieving, you know, because they've got so much to offer the world. They've got so much potential, but they're not fulfilling their potential because they're being held back by their own fears, maybe fears of the past. They may have fear of rejection here. They may have, you know, fear of something deeper being triggered, fear of abandonment. So that's interesting. They're stuck in patterns is what I'm hearing. This is why they're stuck in some sort of cycle, in a loop, stuck in their patterns. And this means that they're unable to grow. They're unable to come into more of that positive energy, like that sort of Ace of Wands energy, where you just really power through in an indirected focus. So it keeps them caught up in this Seven of Cups energy. You see what I mean about this being quite a specific message for somebody. So yeah, they're unable to move on and they're feeling stuck in their life at this time. I don't sense that this is what I think. What I'm sensing is that what I'm really seeing, their shadow self is what's come through in this reading, which I think is quite interesting. You know, maybe that's just what we you know, need to hear in this reading right now. But you know, with this Two of Cups, there is so much love here. The person who is spying on you on social media does love you, does have deep feelings for you, and maybe your divine counterpart. We have this beautiful spirit animal of gazelle. Now this indicates that your person may be hypervigilant. If you're not familiar with that, this is somebody who really notices everything around them. They make a lot of connections. They notice what's going on. So they may be in a conversation with you, but they're also picking up on everything else that's going on around them. This also indicates this energy of gazelle of worry and anxiety. You know, of feeling like they have a lot on their mind. and they're hiding that they've got so much on their mind with distraction. So maybe they're just out having fun, drinking, partying, having a good time, seeing their friends, hanging out with lots of people, you know, staying in groups, so they don't have that time to be on their own and reflect on the bigger picture. So this is what I'm sensing. They're hiding this worry and anxiety with distractions. Exactly what we were talking about. And again, this indicates fear of getting hurt. I feel like they can't be in the present moment because they're ruminating on the past. They are very perceptive. You know, I sense that this person can pick up on things about people or situations that maybe aren't visible to everybody, or not other people are aware of what's really going on. So they can be quite perceptive and have moments of insight, but I sense that these are really to do with other people and less to do with themselves. The person that who is checking you out on social media, this is indicated that they may be artistic in a classical sense. Maybe they do something artistic for a living, or it's just a hobby that they enjoy, music or art, or expressing themselves artistically in some way. This is also a card of being quite sensitive to the world with this hypervigilance, and also, you know, they may suffer from allergies, or they may suffer from insomnia because they've got like a racing mind, all this stuff that's going on in their mind all the time. Can slow them down a little bit, make them very tired. I'm sensing that they don't have good sleep hygiene as well, like they stay up late gaming or watching TV and being exposed to a lot of that blue light energy in the nighttime, which we know is so bad for us and can stop us from sleeping. So I'm sensing that that's something that your person who is checking you out may be experiencing at this time. So yes, that is everything that I have for you in this reading. I hope it has given you some clarity, and let me know how it resonates with you. I love to hear what's going on with you in your life, so do connect with me down in the comments. I try and get to as many of my comments as I possibly can. So let me know how it resonates, and have an amazing week. If you feel called to, please check out my collection of beautiful guided meditations and affirmations. People have been writing to me with their amazing stories of transformation in their lives, so it's well worth, you know, taking the time to really reprogram your subconscious mind, because it will give you the results that you need to dissolve any blocks you have towards love and money coming into your life. But it's been amazing spending time with you. You're always in my thoughts. I'm sending you all a big hug, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye. Welcome to everybody who picked group number 4. I'm going to take a look at the energies in these cards and see who is spying on you on social media right now. Now remember, this could be somebody that you know, somebody from your past, or maybe somebody who has you on their radar but you haven't really noticed them. So you may become aware of who they are in the fullness of time. But let's just see who we've got for you today. So we have the Hanged Man, 8 of Pentacles, Tower in reverse, the Lovers, the World. A lot of major arcana cards here. Look at this. This is powerful. I sense that this person who's spying on you, this is quite a powerful, strong connection. But let's take a look. We have the card Job, the Animal Spirit card Hawk, watching you like a hawk. That is interesting, from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and the card Compassion from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. You may be familiar with those. If you want to know about any of my cards, they're all linked in the description box. I often see in the comments people have written, oh, which deck is this from, or which deck is that from? So, but they're all linked in the description box, so you should be able to find them quite easily if you are interested. So with this card which says Job, this person who is checking you out on social media gets a lot of their self-esteem from their work. They really enjoy their work, and it makes them feel really good. It nourishes them. They really like it. They're not one of these people that whinges and can't wait for it to be Friday and isn't happy in what they do. You know, they find their work fulfilling. Excuse me, is what I sense about this person who's checking you out on social media. May also be that you met them in a work environment, maybe met them through work or through school, or you were introduced to them from somebody who you're very close to, that you work with very closely, and maybe you met them or they met you in that way. So that is represented here, which I think is interesting. Now with the Lovers to the World, this is, I need to say, well, firstly, Gemini's energy is represented here. Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. Not necessarily though, it's just represented here in, you may be dealing with somebody who has that in their chart. With the Lovers to the World, this is like quite a specific connection for whoever I'm connecting with in group number 4. So this does indicate that you are dealing with a soulmate, a twin flame, or a divine counterpart. This person who is checking you out on social media does have deep romantic feelings for you, and they do love you. I sense that the person who is checking you out, you and them are divinely connected to one another. You know, you are divinely connected. You have psychic cords which bond you and them in this lifetime. And I see with the World card that you are cycling through each other's lives. Now this may be in this lifetime, but I'm sensing that this goes through all, or many, not all, but many lifetimes. You cycle through each other's lifetimes. So like you are always destined to meet one another at some point during your life. You're very much involved and part of each other's spiritual growth. And they may feel very familiar to you, is what I'm sensing when we see this combination. This person may feel very familiar to you. You know, you may feel like you've known them for years and years. This may be somebody, you know, obviously you will have met them because they've clocked you, because this is why they're checking you out on social media, but maybe you're not aware of this. But I sense if you're connecting with this reading, then you probably are aware of this. But it's somebody who feels very familiar to you, like you've known them much longer than you actually have, or maybe you even felt like a strong familiarity with them the moment you met them. This may be somebody that you've already been in a relationship with, and you're cycling in and out of different phases of your connection with them. It may also be that you're dealing with somebody who is from overseas, somebody who is maybe well traveled, or who likes to travel, or who has got really strong goals for traveling, and that's what they love. They love to travel, and they've got a lot of dreams of going to different places. You may be dealing with somebody who really wants to spend this lifetime seeing a lot of the globe. So I'm sensing that, but this is really powerful. They do have this person who's checking you out loves you, which I think is, and you are destined. This is such a card, you know, with these two together, these are cards of destiny. You are destined to meet, you are destined to be in each other's lives to some degree, because you are part of each other's spiritual expansion and spiritual evolution. You've got lessons that you can teach each other. You've got a deeper connection than most connections. It's the sort of connection that you don't experience every day. This is what I'm sensing here. So your person, we've already seen that they really enjoy the work that they do. Now this person is quite ambitious that you're dealing with. They're working towards something. It may be that they're studying and they've got big dreams. It may be that they're practicing their craft, they're working their way up the ladder, they're working their way up the career ladder, but they love learning stuff, they love what it is that they're experiencing, they love developing their skills. They're working really hard. Your person who's checking out on social media is working really hard because they're working towards their career goals. They're very focused in the direction. They're not one of these people who's wishy-washy, who doesn't know what it is they want or what direction they're going in life. They take their career very seriously and they are ambitious. And I'm sensing that this person has a really bright future in whatever it is that they're doing, because they will have put the work in, is what I'm seeing. Over time, they will have put the work in. So this person is also very compassionate, so they may do volunteer work in their spare time. They may like donating to charity, or a certain percentage of their income to charity. You know, maybe they sponsor a child in a developing country to go to school or something like this. Or maybe that the compassion is expressed through compassion for Mother Earth. Perhaps they're really into, maybe they're a vegan, or maybe they're zero waste, or it may express it that they're really passionate about climate change and the science behind climate change. Or it may just be that it's expressed through their deep empathy that they have for other people. They are able to put themselves into other people's shoes and really sort of feel what it is that they're feeling. They have compassion. If they hear a sad story, they don't just, you know, they really feel it quite deeply, is what I'm sensing. We need to talk about this because, I mean, there's so much major arcana here, which does speak of, again, your destiny, fated, you know, fate, and of you being in each other's lives for a reason. I sense that your person is going through shifts and changes. They're going through some sort of, when we see this together, this indicates some sort of transformation that they're going through. I'm sensing that your person is going through some sort of upheaval in their life. Now, this may be in the 3D world, in their practical matters, that they're going through upheaval. Perhaps they've recently moved, or they're having to move locations for their job, or they're just getting a new place to live, a new apartment or something like this, and this is what's creating upheaval for them. This person who is checking you out on social media right now, it may be that they've had to change jobs, or they're going from studying to working. But yeah, definitely a shift, a change in their life, which is either happening now or is coming up. But this does indicate, because it's near the Hanged Man, because we have the Tower in reverse to the Hanged Man, that this does speak of a spiritual upgrade, spiritual change, like an expansion in their awakening, part of their soul's journey to expand, that may be triggered by you and this connection that you have with them. This may also indicate that perhaps this is the person who we're talking about is somebody that you're in no communication with, and they're really having realizations now about the significance of this connection between you both. So I see them getting greater spiritual understanding. Maybe it's just that they're maturing. I'm sensing that as well, that they are maturing in their outlook to life, and they're beginning to see that there's more to the world than meets the eye. I think we begin thinking that all there is just what we can see and touch and feel, and then as we progress we understand that there is more to this life than meets the eye, and that understanding can be brought to us through these deep connections. When we meet somebody who we have that powerful, psychic, energetic connection where you can really feel somebody's energy. So you are destined to be in each other's lives. This person who's checking you out on social media, I'm sorry, I tried to do these ones a bit more light-hearted, but Spirit just doesn't connect with me in that way. I just sense whoever's this resonates with, you know, this is a message for somebody quite specific in this time. But really beautiful, they do love you. I love the imagery on this card with the angel, the sun, this image of Adam and Eve, grounding, connecting to the earth, reaching out to one another. I love it. We also have the hawk card, the spirit animal of the hawk. They are watchful of you, watching you like a hawk. They're checking you out. They want to know what's going on with you. They don't want to lose out you to somebody else because they're interested in you, because they have these feelings to you. So they are watching you like a hawk. I sense that they're not just checking you out on social media. They're also, you know, asking around about you, trying to do it innocently. Oh, what's so-and-so up to? What's he or she doing? What are they? Oh, I hear so-and-so's doing this. So they're asking around other people as well. They're keeping an eye on you all the time. You may not know it, but they are. And this hawk energy is very powerful because it indicates that they are sent from the divine. They are sent from divinity to you as a messenger to bring you a gift. This is what I'm sensing with this hawk energy. So they've been brought, well, essentially what it says is they've been brought into your life for a reason. Part of your spiritual expansion, part of your spiritual growth. That gift could be the experience of certain feelings. It could be a greater understanding of yourself. It could be a recognition of your own patterns. It could be a painful trigger which you get the opportunity to be highlighted and then healed. They are in your life for a reason, this person who is checking you out on social media. I sense that they will change the course of your life, or they have changed the course of your life by being in your life, because they are part of your unfolding. And this is a fated meeting. There's a lot here about fate, with the Lovers, with the Hawk, with the World, with the Hanged Man. There's a lot here about fate, about your fate and their fate, like a fated meeting. Maybe they're not in your life quite yet, or only on the periphery of your life. But I'm sensing that a lot of you already recognize this connection. So that is who's checking you out on social media, your divine counterpart, nothing less. Quite exciting, I think. I hope that has given you some clarity. Please connect with me down in the comments. I love to hear what is going on with you in your lives, and I try to get to as many of my comments as I possibly can. But it's been my honor to read your cards as always. If you feel called to, please check out my book, Attract Soulmate Love. It's all about coming into right alignment with your soulmate. So if you want to magnetically draw that person into your life, or you've already met that soulmate that you recognize as your soulmate, but you're not quite on the same page, you're not resonating together in harmony, then this book will also help you. So people have been writing to me with their amazing stories of transformation in their love lives as a result of this book. So do check that out, only if it resonates with you, of course. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you a big hug, lots and lots of love. Look after yourselves, always take good care of yourselves. And I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now, bye-bye.